5 consecutive NBA Finals. 6 finals in 8 years. The Dub Nation has really made a name for themselves in the past decade. Since that unlikely title win in 1975, they had to wait 40 years to get their hands on the Larry O'Brien Trophy again. But how did they do it? Black magic?
And everybody who's been a part of this knows what that's about, so this one hits different. This one hits different for sure.
And Ball Empire got all the revelations on how the Dub Nation made this whole ass dynasty. Before you go on, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, my friends. Although the Warriors was a decent franchise during the 80s and the 90s, as well as during the RMC era, they were never a side that people should be scared of.
Alexander is very content to take that shot. Inside, Rogers put it up under Scotty, and Pick will pick up the foul.
For a long time after the breakup of Run TMC, the Warriors were terrible and unwatchable. They have had decent lineups here and there, but in no way were they a championship caliber team. This all changed, starting with the drafting of Steph Curry in 2009 and the ownership of Joe Lacob and Peter Guber. You see, before this, they did have the We Believe Warriors era in 2007, where they beat the top-seeded Mavs. This was it. Curry changed them. And in fact, this entire dynasty was based on luck. How? Let me explain. The Warriors were fortunate that the other teams ahead did not have enough faith in Steph to draft him. The guy was lean. Who would have wanted to pick him? So the Sacramento Kings had the 4th pick and spent it on Tyreke Evans, while the Minnesota Timberwolves had 2 shots to draft Steph, but they decided against it and spent their selections on an offensively challenged Ricky Rubio and an oft-injured Johnny Flynn. So it was the Warriors that got this lean, frail kid. But who would have known this guy would lead them to 5 consecutive finals?
And for the first time ever, he's an NBA Finals MVP.
He became the greatest three-point scorer in the history of the game. And Steph showed immediately that he had star potential. He averaged 17.5 PPG, 5.9 APG, and 1.9 SPG in his debut season and finished as the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year ballot. The apple did not fall from the tree as Steph showed that he was as deadly of a sniper as his dad, Charlotte legend Del Curry. In fact, the dude was like that golden ticket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Even his injuries helped the Warriors. How? The Warriors fans got scared as the next few seasons would be a challenge for Steph health-wise. His ankle would prove to be a liability and would cause him to miss a lot of games. This led to the Warriors being able to sign Curry at a bargain basement deal of $44 million for 4 years instead of a max deal, and gave them the cap flexibility to be able to enhance significantly their roster by acquiring needed free agents and keeping their core. Curry literally changed the Warriors' fortune, but no player can alone make all the changes. I mean, even Kobe needed Shaq to set up a dynasty, and Curry had his partner as well, the other half of the splash. Brothers, Klay Thompson. Before the arrival of Kevin Durant, Klay was the second option on the Warriors squad as the other half of the famed Splash Brothers. Klay is a lights-out shooter and a capable defender, but one of his really underrated qualities is his offensive prowess. He once scored 60 points in just 3 quarters in a blowout win against the Indiana Pacers. He also edged teammate Steph Curry in the 2016 three-point contest.
Contest should be the last contest of the evening next week. He's got a quick release.
Yeah, I know the guy is kind of an all-rounder, but the nicest thing about the dude is that he accepts his role and does not aim to be the primary scorer on the team. He is content with winning and cares little for individual accolades. A player with half of Klay's talent would have demanded to be the main man, but not Klay. He is a team-first player. After these two, the Dub Nation signed the guy who quite literally handed them their first ring in 40 years. Yeah, David Lee. Lee had gone from being a late first-rounder to becoming an all-star with the New York Knicks. In the 2009 to 2010 season, David averaged 20.2 PPG and made 11.7 RPG. This made Lee a very enticing target for the Warriors, and they were able to acquire him in a sign-and-trade deal. He was a big coup for the Warriors and was very productive for 4 years, being a literal double machine, and could get an easy 20 points and 10 rebounds on any any given night. Lee was also instrumental in helping the Warriors turn around a 2-1 series deficit in the 2015 NBA Finals to a 4-2 series victory, becoming the spark plug off the bench who provided energy and scoring to help the Warriors win their first championship in 40 years. Whatever GSW has touched has turned to gold, but the arrivals didn't stop there. The fun had just started. And this time, the Dub Nation went 3-on-3. It is rare for all your draft picks from one class to work out. The 2012 NBA draft was a good one for the Warriors, as they got a treasure trove of good draft picks. Harrison Barnes, Festus Ezeli, and Draymond Green. And all three of them became a hit. Harrison Barnes was decent from the get-go. As a rookie, he averaged 9.2 PPG and 4.1 RPG, and made the all-rookie first team. Festus Ezeli was a solid big for the Warriors, at 6 foot 1 inches and 265 pounds. Festus is never afraid to mix it up inside and be the team's defensive anchor when he is on the court. With Andrew Bogut being foul-prone and injury-prone, Festus was a good insurance policy for the team. Moreover, he was a good rebounder and shot blocker for the Warriors.
The shot out of bounds of Dellavedova.
And provided much-needed toughness for the team. In the Warriors championship season, Festus scored 4.4 PPG and made 5.6 RPG in limited minutes while shooting an efficient 54.7% on the floor. But arguably the best of the lot was Draymond Green. Although he started slowly, he got home at the right time. Draymond blossomed into a defender who could guard multiple positions and who could play center in the Warriors' vaunted death lineup. Draymond's third season was his breakout year, where he averaged 11.7 PPG, 8.2 RPG, 3.7 APG, 1.6 SPG, and 1.3 BPG. This proved how versatile Draymond was. He was not only a catalyst on the defensive end, but on the offensive end as well. Coincidentally, the year that Draymond broke out is the same year the Warriors won their first championship in 40 years. Yeah, everyone was chipping in. That is how great teams are made. You won't see LeBron win ring after ring if he is playing with a bunch of no-ones. Basketball is a team game, and the Warriors knew that. And success started to show on the pitch. After missing the playoffs for 5 consecutive seasons, the Warriors' young core made the playoffs, defeating the Denver Nuggets for only their second playoff series win in 22 years. The next season, they won 50 regular season games, a feat they achieved for the first time since 1994. And destiny arrived for Curry and the Warriors. The next season, led by the Splash Brothers, the Warriors reached the mountaintop, becoming NBA champions for the first time since 1975, defeating LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
There it is, redemption for Golden State. One of the great playoff runs of all time is complete.
Jesus, what a way to win your first ring in 40 years, defeating the GOAT of the game. But they didn't stop there. The Warriors came back the next year and had the greatest regular season in NBA history, going 73-9 and breaking the previous record of 72 wins by the '96 Chicago Bulls. Curry had to face humiliation in the finals that season now, fumbling a lead of 3-1 to lose to LeBron, who got his revenge. And they took this as a lesson, signing the prized free agent Kevin Durant, creating a super team. And he led them to their second championship in 3 years, winning NBA Finals MVP honors. For the first time in franchise history, the Warriors won back-to-back NBA titles for a third title in 4 years, solidifying their status as an NBA dynasty. Next season, they achieved eternal glory. They became the first Western Conference team ever to reach 5 straight NBA Finals. 5 consecutive finals? The baby-faced assassin and co were on fire. And if it wasn't for injuries, who knows, they would have beaten the Raptors as well. Fine margins. But I think you guys have got our point. how a nothing side went on to break records after records. For more fun videos, do like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. We will be back soon. Till then, take care, my friends.